Today, I'm going to blow your mind. Good afternoon and happy Molina Monday. If the United States housing market was a human body, something really big would be happening inside of it as we speak, and it may not be what you expected. So today, I'm going to break down the facts and give you a quick diagnostic. What I'm going to show you in the most simple analogy possible is that if the housing market was a human being that contracted coronavirus back in March 2020. This patient went absolutely crazy between March 2020 to March 2021 because it had an unpredictable virus. However, as of March 2021, after an entire year of anomalies and craziness, the patient, being the housing market, began to start showing signs of pre-COVID normalcy. How do we know this? Let's start with housing inventory. Ladies and gentlemen, housing inventory is up 19% from March 2021 to June 2021. Now, why is this significant? Okay, breaking news. That is not significant for the period of March to June. That is normal. If you look at US existing home inventory, it is very predictable and cyclical. Between March to June, every single year for the past 20 years, inventory has always increased in the 4-month period between March to June. In the last normal housing market we had, which is 2019, inventory increased between March to June by 14%. The year before that, in 2018, it increased by 17% in that 4-month interval of March to June. It even increased by 3% during COVID from March to June 2020, when the entire world was shut down. The true historical anomaly in housing inventory occurred in the preceding 4-month period, which is December 2020 to March 2021. Why? Because for the first time in the past 14 years, the cycle of this 4-month interval had been broken. Ladies and gentlemen, every single year for the past 20 years, between the 4-month period of December to March, inventory increased by 7% on average. However, between December 2020 to March 2021, which is not that long ago, during that 4-month interval specifically, inventory went negative for the first time in 14 years. Historically, inventory just does not decrease from December to March, with the one exception in the past 20 years being when the 2007 Consumer Confidence Index began plummeting. Inventory decreases from July to December. December is always a historical inflection point of inventory bottoming out, followed by a predictable increase. To my point, people started getting vaccinated in December, and since we are using the human body as an analogy for the real estate market, that 4-month anomaly between December 2020 and March 2021, where inventory went negative, followed by a 19% increase in inventory from March to June, is similar to the human immune system fighting off the virus it had for an entire year. And ironically, the Consumer Confidence Index falls right into this analogy as well. And as of June, we are officially back for the first time to pre-COVID consumer confidence. Because, ladies and gentlemen, what we know about the housing inventory cycle is that beyond supply and demand, at the very basis of real estate inventory, is human behavior. And that is a truth we cannot escape from because the data does not lie. And if you enjoy research as much as I do, which you should if you are a homeowner, investor, realtor, or mortgage broker, the predictability of the real estate market when looking at each annual cycle for the past 20 years is finally back. Now, to conclude, what will the result of a normal real estate cycle be? Well, now that we understand what occurs historically between December to June, you need to look at what happens from July to December, because that is the cycle we are in right now. And these are the human economic behavioral trends we need to understand. In the past 10 years, on average, between the 6-month cycle of July to December, inventory decreased by an average of 22%. Inventory never increased during this cycle. So to predict the future of the real estate market, we need to keep a close eye on inventory levels between now and the end of the year, because if they follow this trend, then we are in a predictable real estate market. And you will start to see year over year, over the next few years, the average home price appreciation start to normalize. The average home price appreciation rate in the United States over the past 30 years has been 4%. The average home price appreciation rate in the past 10 years has been 8.7%. But the average home price appreciation rate this year has been 18%. That's 4.5 times greater than normal. That is not healthy. What is healthy is if we see the appreciation rate over the next 12 months come down to 8 to 10%, followed by 4 to 6% appreciation the year after that. That is normal. Now, to conclude, be careful when the news tries to convince you that the housing boom is over, as if that's something bad. What they should be saying is the housing market is finally becoming historically predictable once again, and this is probably the best time to buy because home price appreciation is not going to go from 18% to 4% overnight. It's going to slowly come down year after year, and the sooner you buy, the sooner you can still take advantage of double-digit appreciation. But they won't say that because even though it's the truth does not promote fear and it's not scary. And without those two things, the media doesn't want anything to do with it. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I have put together a Molina Monday based on tons of valuable research that took up my entire weekend and nobody else wants to do. So just for that, you owe me a referral. Give me a call 24/7 at 561-801-0260. 2-week closings, 7-day loan commitments. Go out there, kick ass. Bring me someone that needs to get pre-approved or refinance. Share this video if you learned something new, and I know you did. And have an amazing Molina Monday. Talk to you soon. Molina out.